Pokemon Go has recently added Mega Evolutions to the game, and everyone seems to be upset about it. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why people are so upset about the Mega Evolutions, and how this may spell out the demise for Pokemon Go. But before we get into all that, we first have to understand Megas. Mega Evolution was introduced in Generation 6 of the Pokemon franchise. Given that only Generation 1 through 3 Pokemon could Mega Evolve, it kind of served as a hype boost to the veterans of the franchise by giving a special new power-up to their favorite Pokemon. Like, hey, it's the Charizard you know and love, the Charizard you grew up with, and well now, it's got a new form, and it's even more powerful. This idea was so profitable that it continued on into Generations 7 and 8 with the Alolan forms, the Gigantamax, the Dynamax, and the Galarian forms of Pokemon. With this in mind, Mega Evolution has been a highly anticipated feature for Pokemon Go, and now that it's finally here, people seem to be mad. What's going on? In order to Mega Evolve a Charizard in Pokemon Go, you need to spend 200 Mega Energy in order to do that. After the first Mega Evolution, it only costs 50 Mega Energy to evolve that Mega Charizard subsequent times. The Mega system itself, like at a base, isn't all that bad, but it does start to get a bit bad once you look into the details of it. The payout for a Mega Raid appears to be 35 to 55 Mega Energy each time you do the Mega Raid. The average payout players are getting are about 40 to 45 Mega Energy. So that means if you want to Mega Evolve your Charizard for the subsequent times, you're going to have to do at least 2 Mega Raids in order to do it. Given that you only get to have 1 free raid a day, it basically spells out that you have to spend money on premium raid passes in order to continuously Mega Evolve your Charizard. On top of that, there is a time limit associated with the Mega Evolutions, and it's only 4 hours. So you're spending money raiding 2 times a day to Mega Evolve your Charizard, and you only get to play with it for 4 hours. People aren't just upset that they can't regularly use their Mega Pokemon, they're more so upset that the Megas feel monetized right out of the gate. Up until now, only early access Pokemon have really been monetized. Nothing has been truly put behind a paywall in Pokemon Go. And this Mega system kind of feels like some weird covert subscription service in order to use your Megas, and that's kind of off-putting. However, this isn't nearly as off-putting as the FOMO. FOMO stands for the fear of missing out. In a business sense, it's creating like a sense of urgency to cause people to buy your products. Pokemon Go has a lot of FOMO in it. When you consider raids on their raid rotation, community days being a one special day event, basically anything that's like a spawn event or a special new move for a limited amount of time, that's all FOMO. Now, at a base, little FOMO is okay. You gotta get people interested in stuff somehow, but a lot of FOMO can be pretty exhausting. Over the summer, we've already had 2 periods of times where players kind of felt overwhelmed with the amount of FOMO, basically all the different limited time events that you have to get hyped for and that you have to participate in, all happening all at once in the game. One week there's a special hatch event, next week there's a new raid boss with a special attack, maybe it's a first time shiny, the next week some other sort of event like that's happening. Right in the middle of it, oh man, Team Rocket's taking over and this is your 2-hour window to TM frustration off of your shadow Pokemon. Oh, follow that up with another new raid boss, but the raid boss is only here for a limited amount of time, and it's the old raid boss from before, but this time it's shiny, or maybe it has a special attack. You can see how there comes a point where you don't even really know what you want to participate in anymore, and you just want to sit down and go like, I just need a break. I need a break from Pokemon Go and all these events. But if you do take that break, well then you're going to be missing out on all these events. And that causes some anxiety within you. You don't want to miss out on the event. You want to get the cool new thing. You want to hatch the shiny. You want to keep playing the game. And it takes this game that is supposed to be like, a lighthearted collection game, go out, do a little exercise, and it kind of makes it into a bit of a stress machine. So how do Megas relate to FOMO? Well, when you defeat a Mega Raid boss, you don't just get Mega Energy. You get that raid boss's specific Mega Energy for its specific Mega Evolution. That means if you spend a bunch of time raiding Mega Venusaur with your Charizard, you can't even get Mega Energy to Mega Evolve your Charizard. You're getting Mega Energy in order to evolve your Venusaur. And when put in that sense, it makes the whole Mega Raid system sound even dumber because you have to fight the Pokemon that you want to evolve constantly and consistently. Well, at what point in time am I supposed to use my Mega Charizard if all I'm doing is fighting Mega Charizard, which Charizard is not a good counter for Mega Charizard. Where the FOMO steps in all this is the fact that these Mega Raids will rotate. So if you do want to Mega Evolve your Charizard, well, your ability to get that Mega Charizard energy won't always be there. At some point in time, Niantic's not going to tell us what point in time it is, that Mega Charizard is going to rotate out of the raid pool. When it returns, you don't even know. So if you want to continue to Mega Evolve your Charizard, you're going to have to raid the snot out of Mega Charizard to make sure that you accumulate enough Mega Energy. The cap right now is 999, and you could even end up spending all of that Mega Energy before Mega Charizard even comes back. So with that in mind, the moment Mega Charizard does come back, you're probably going to raid the piss out of it again to make sure that you get all that Mega Energy stocked up. Just think about it. Spending all that money and all that time raiding Mega Charizard, and you can't even use it every time you want to. Now I understand that this isn't the worst thing in the universe. I mean, I think we can live without using Mega Charizard. We've lived without using Mega Charizard for the past 4 years here. The problem though is that it does sound lame, and the business model of it does look scummy, which is why this whole Mega system is receiving criticism. Yo, Ryan Swag, you're an idiot. Don't you realize Niantic's a business? Businesses gotta make money. Are you really gonna get mad at this free-to-play mobile app game for trying to make some money?
Yeah, you stupid crybaby. You're just mad because you can't get what you want all the time.
Pokemon Go has made hundreds of millions of dollars over the past 4 years without being this overtly greedy. And this type of overt greed will ultimately hurt the game in the long run. Just as it's easy to understand that a business wants to make money, so they're going to do things in order to make money, I think it's easy to understand that if players don't enjoy a game, they're going to stop playing that game. And if they stop playing that game, well then that business isn't going to make money anymore. To that end, players aren't just upset about the greed, they're upset that their favorite game is going to be killed due to corporate greed. Corporate greed's not a good look. We've seen stuff like this happen in the past, and it doesn't go good. Go Battle League is Pokemon Go's ranked competitive PvP system. Megas aren't allowed in GBL right now, but Niantic has stated that they want to add them to GBL in the future. As it stands at this moment, a lot of Mega Pokemon are going to be top picks in Go Battle League, and then on top of that, there appears to be a hidden mechanic going on in PvP with Megas that are giving them an additional stat boost in battle. Any way you cut it, these Megas are going to be really good in GBL, almost ubiquitous in order for success, and the fact that they are kind of behind this paywall right now gives a lot of players the impression that GBL could become pay to win. In a pay to win ranked battle system, I don't think I need to explain to you how lame that sounds. Megas making GBL into a pay to win system isn't the central issue here because Megas aren't even allowed in GBL right now, but this issue does play into the Mega outrage that we're seeing in the community. Shortly after this outrage began, Pokemon Go tweeted out that they are listening to the community and that they are looking into ways to fix this feature. This feature isn't going to be fixed today or the next day, but sometime in the near future, they're going to try to patch in a fix to make the Mega system a bit more enjoyable. While this type of response is definitely warranted and definitely good to see, the whole situation doesn't really feel very genuine. There's no way that you can convince me that Pokemon Go didn't realize that people would be upset about the heavy monetization of Megas and their relative inability to even interact with the feature. Following that train of thought, just like they knew that it would be bad, they'd also know that they'd profit off of the hype of the situation. Of course, there's people like me that are sitting back, not even touching the Megas, not even touching our raid passes because we don't want to promote this system. And of course, there's people out there that are just on the hype train immediately, throwing dollars at the raid passes in order to get their favorite Mega Pokemon right away. And just like they knew that eventually people would wake up and realize that this is a relatively negative situation and start complaining about it, they also knew that they would get the good PR of being the good guys and listening to the community and fixing the issue. To that end, it feels like this is a, self-made issue. They realized it was going to be an issue. They realized that they could profit off of this issue. And then they also realized that they can get the good PR and profit off of fixing the issue that they created. Now, maybe this isn't the case. Maybe there are some divisions in the Pokemon Go empire. You got one side saying, hey, let's make this a nice, fun, friendly system that everybody can enjoy. And you got another side that's going, yeah, that's great, but how are we going to make some money off of this? And that kind of conflict could have led to this situation. Whatever is going on internally at Pokemon Go, the impression that they're giving seems to be that they're a bunch of greedy scumbags. So No matter what good souls do exist or what the good intentions are, this is the kind of impression that they're giving everybody. To me, if they really do want to restore good faith with the community, they're going to have to give us some free stuff. Like, here's 10 remote raid passes, here's a bunch of Mega Energy, and here's a bunch of Stardust. So you can go out and enjoy the new and improved fixed Mega Raid system, Mega Energy system, Mega Evolution system. We're sorry that we fucked up in a way that made us look really greedy. We're not really greedy, so as a token of good faith, we're giving you this stuff to show that we're not greedy. If they were to do something like that, I think it would quell a lot of the resentment that people have towards them right now, especially towards them being really, really greedy. But I really don't feel like they will. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the actual Mega response is to the whole Mega fiasco. And when I say Mega response, I don't just mean fixing the Mega system as it is right now. I mean fixing the relationship between them and the community that they have hurt with this obvious, heavily monetized Mega system.
Now, my beautiful blue sweetheart!
Pokemon Go has also made changes to raids where they've replaced the team bonus with a speed bonus. Overall, this was a pretty good idea because the team bonus was pretty bad. It basically arbitrarily punished players for being in the minority team when it came to these raid challenges where it should be a more collaborative, cooperative effort. However, the speed bonus isn't exactly perfect either. For one, it punishes players for not being in a big raid group, so if you are in a rural area or you keep odd hours because of your work schedule, then you're going to get punished because you're not able to raid with a large group of players. The deeper issue, however, is that it's created a situation where you can't get more than 18 Premier Balls for a Tier 5 raid. The previous cap was 20 Premier Balls, but with the asymmetry of the speed bonus and the damage bonus, it's now mathematically impossible to get more than 18 Premier Balls. And for some raids, it's mathematically impossible to get more than 17 Premier Balls. If you want more details about this and the math behind it, you can definitely check out Reddit user Scooters post detailing this whole situation, link in the description. And I know that this speed bonus thing isn't necessarily part of the Mega issue. I just didn't want to have this issue kind of swept under the rug here, floating under the radar. The speed issue is kind of a problem. And if you want to think about it in a Machiavellian money kind of way, if you have 2 to 3 less balls to capture the Tier 5 raid boss, well then there's going to be percent likelihood that you're going to have to raid it more times, which could possibly translate into raid passes, but definitely not the central issue here. At best, Mega Evolution is a poorly implemented feature in Pokemon Go that players won't use that much. And at worst, it's the next greedy scheme by Pokemon Go to pump money out of its players. This Mega fiasco, coupled with a couple other quote-unquote greedy moves by Pokemon Go in the past few months, definitely has a lot of players quitting the game, if not at the very least vowing to go free to play on it for a while. My question is what are your thoughts on the matter? Are you going to go free to play going forward? Do you think this Mega fiasco is kind of blown out of proportion? Comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on the matter here. And if you're interested in this type of critical analysis and want to follow updates on the Mega fiasco, well, make sure to subscribe to Swag Tips. And if you're interested in Pokemon Go data, stats, metagame analysis in general, well, that's the main thing I do and another good reason to subscribe. I'd also like to give a special shout out to my patron supporters. If you want to support the Swagman on Patreon, link in the description. What if I combined them? I am the Pokemon Go Mega Shill. If you want to get past me, you must spend $9.95 plus tax.